nose. I got this stuff in my eyes and it burns. Oh wow, that was stupid. Does it burn? Let's see if we can get it out. Hello friends, it's Kim Passable. I am coming to you from my makeup mirror because I know I'm going to do my makeup. I'm just as surprised as you. Jeff and I are going out tonight to see Tina Daniels' band, which is always a good time. There'll be lots of people there, and we'll be dancing and having a great time. So, got to look pretty, you know? Step 1, moisturize. Putting makeup over dry skin is just, that's bad. It's bad. I just shaved like an hour ago, so you can already see the hair growing back because testosterone messes you up for life. But anyways, kill it with fire. Kill the hair with fire. That's what I tell the woman at electrolysis, is kill it with fire. Here's my scar from my vocal surgery. It's pretty grisly looking. Ooh. The corners of my eyes out here get really, really dry. No wonder people get wrinkles out there. Ooh, ooh, dookie, dookie. I know, my hairline is crazy. We'll fix that. But the first thing we're going to do is, I have this brush, and it is, it's an acrylic paint, a brush for acrylic paint, like you get at a craft store, because it is stiff, it has more stiff bristles. Makeup brushes are really soft. Well, I can't really do what I want. So I'm going to use, but I use this for my shadows. But what I'm going to use it for right now is my eyebrows, which I have carefully plucked today. I'm going to fill, and I'm just going to use black, because this isn't going to work. I better do it to one, you better do it to the other, or else they won't match. Okay, so pluck them up higher, out at the edges, and then I gotta finish them off. This is Wet n Wild paint pot. It's like, it's face paint for like Halloween. So get some on here. It is not self-setting, so when I am done, I'll have to use some setting powder. But it is the best black that I have. Really don't have anything else black. Makeup. Get it out here to where I like it, and I can cut down. Here you go. Look at her. And then the idea is to try and make the other side look the same. What do you think the chances of that happening are? They're never the same in real life either. So that the outcome looks kind of real. Having some fluffy hairiness to them really does make them more real. Alright, now we're going to use some setting powder and knock those suckers down. Knock them down. Translucent setting powder. Poof. And take a little brush here so there's nothing weird on it. And put them down. So the translucent setting powder won't really make them change color. We will probably dab some foundation powder onto them to lighten them up, because black is pretty dark. Usually don't do black because my hair is brown, or blonde even, so black is pretty bold. How even do they look? Bleh. Terrible. Good. Perfect. We are going to start with CoverGirl Clean Matte. I know, you're all thinking, why is she using that cheap stuff? No. I work with it sometimes. I mean, no, I'm not going to do that. Yes, I am. I'm going to do this first. I wouldn't normally, if I'm doing drag makeup, I would not use this. I use concealer for my whole face. But what I'm going to do is we're going to just smear this all over the darn place and dab it in. I don't want to put it on too thick, but I want it to be even full coverage, and then I'm going to set it with, I'm not going to set it with the translucent powder. I'm going to set it with powder that to make highlights and shadows. So this is just how I get it out of here. I need some up in here to make a dark stick all the way up to the hairline. Forehead's not too important. And not too close to the eyes. We will use concealer on the eyes. Okay, and then we are going to do make sure this is all okay. We really didn't put on that much. Now we are going to use this bronzer, Big Bold bronzer in Metropolitan. This is my shadows. And what I need is a big shadow up here, because that's a terrible hairline for a woman. So I need to shadow the living heck out of it up here. And we're going to shadow a little bit over here, and then we're going to do this here, up above my ear, down towards my cheek, and then we're going to do, down here we're going to chisel off the chin, because I got a lot of chin for a woman even. Yeah. It's good. Okay. Now I'm going to do the other side in the same way. Get rid of this bald. And obviously I'm going to do my hair to cover that up, but I need to start with something there, or else it's just super glow out of there. Whoosh, look at that, amazing. Whoop, whoop, I got cheeks already. Amazing. The things you can do with just a little bit of makeup. My face already has some shape to it. Get back here so my skin isn't glowing back behind my ears. Just give it some dimension. Bit of dimension. Okay. Upward, outward, 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 upward, 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 outward, 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 up. Okay. Now, it's not too soon to chisel both sides of the nose. We'll just brighten the middle back up later. Bottom there. And just a little bit up onto the brow. Just a little bit. Let's see. There we go. Up onto the brow. Make it look like brow bone's actually up that high. And it's down here, but we're making this light. We're making this dark. It looks like my brow is actually up here, which is good because I got a lot of forehead. We gotta do what we can to hide that. Hide it. Hide all our imperfections. Paint them down with makeup. Okay. Hey, what can you do? What can you do? Okay. Put that away for a moment. Now, I'm going to switch to a clean brush. I don't know what it had on it. It either had the setting powder or it might have had this. This is CoverGirl again. And this is my, I'm going to use this to set down the foundation. And it's actually powdered, it's powder foundation, but I use it over foundation just to set it down. It lightens me up a bit because the translucent setting powder doesn't give me any coverage. I want a little more coverage than that makeup gives me, and it gives me some control. It gives me some blending control, right? I can set this down up on my forehead, and then I can blend back out. Maybe I can blend back out so that these lines are not quite so harsh. But if I try and blend out with a dark brush, I don't know if you're seeing this or not. If I try and blend out with a dark brush, it just keeps putting more dark down. Now my nose, I do not want to stop down here. I want to stop way up on the side of my nose. That's going to make the nose look narrower, right? I'm just going to trick the eye a little bit between my eyes. And let's brush off, set on my eyebrows. Okay. Seem okay. They're set nice, but they're very dark. And what we're going to do is we're going to sort of soften them with some of this. Okay, because they don't need to be quite that black. Well, what the heck? That looks alright. Who am I kidding? That looks crazy. That's what you say, right? That looks crazy, girl. You look crazy. Well, yeah, I do. Oh well. Alright, now the trick that I was taught is that you always tighten your brow bone. Okay, because you don't want any lighting downward is going to try and give you a shadow, and then that's going to make your eyes look small and dark, and it's going to be dark under your brow, and that's going to show a line that you don't want. So you always lighten. Always start by lightening up there. You want to blend it out. You want big gobs of makeup. That's a stick concealer. Maybelline makes this concealer stick. Cover Stick Concealer in white by Maybelline. And I always I don't use clown white. I'm not a clown. No, I guess I could buy some clown white, but this seems to hold out. It doesn't last very long, but it works really well. And then what I'm going to do before I go anywhere, I am going to set that. Sorry, that was probably noisy. CoverGirl makes these little compacts, and I am going to just use a dry brush, and I'm going to get some of this white powder on, and we're going to use this white powder as setting powder. It's going to be a little bit brighter than if I set this down with translucent setting powder. This white setting powder is going to set that down, keep it from moving, and make it nice and bright right there. And you're thinking, you look like a drag queen, girl. And desperate times call for desperate measures. When I first started to transition God, I just looked like a man. And I thought, how the heck am I ever gonna look like a woman? And I met drag queens. I was out in some queer spaces, and they were like, oh, wanna come see this drag show? And I was like, bah. I've never been to one. Like, come on, you'll have a good time. I went, okay. Try and have a good time. So I went, and I was like, darn, those are men? You're men? You look like more of a woman than me, and I'm on hormones. And they were like, yeah, girl, you need some help. And I was like, well, what do I do? And they were like, watch some YouTube tutorials. I was very offended. I thought they were going to fix me. But anyways, I recognized that it wasn't sacrilegious to watch drag queen tutorials as a beginning transgender woman to learn feminizing makeup tricks for the male facial structure. Now what I'm doing is I'm using another one of these Maybelline concealer sticks, and I'm just if I was doing drag, I would use the white. But I'm just gonna, obviously, I'm gonna lighten all this area around my eyes, beside my nose, even a little bit up here into this highlight. It's difficult to use concealer over top of foundation, so this is a little bit dicey. Sometimes it'll pull, so that's why I didn't put regular foundation around my eyes initially, because I knew I was going to do this step. So now you're going to pat it in, because if you don't, it's like crayon on your face or something. You gotta, work it in. Work it in, work it in, work it in, work it in. And you don't want to wipe, because you're just going to wipe it off. So you got to work it in. Say I'm above the eyelash, you got to go really light on your eyelid. Really light. Uh-oh. Somewhere I picked up a dark blob and I put it on my nose. Ooh, that's pretty bad. Okay, we're doing alright. We can fix that. There's paint. Okay, I got some blobs here, and I got some eye boogers. See, I got that on my sponge. I hope you can see that on my sponge. There, you can see it on my sponge. So, I don't want to transfer that all around, so I gotta be conscious. Other eye. Pack it in there. Up the nose, on the inside of the crease. Now, there's a lot of choices of what I can do with this. This is a base. right? One of the things I like to do, just wipe. It was dark all over my nose, and I just wipe right down the center of my nose, and I'm going to put this light right down the middle of my nose. Whoop. Give me a little bit wide, it doesn't matter, because you can pack it back down with your bronzer. Got really, really loud. Something outside. No, I've got really big pores on my nose, so I gotta be careful what goes on there. Now I'm gonna use this white that I used underneath my eyebrows, and I'm gonna set this concealer on my nose down with a little bit of white. And it might be a little too bright. Yeah, it's gonna be a little too bright. That's alright. I'm gonna brush it off. Then I want to set all this light under my eyes, and I'm going to use this small light brush, and I'm not going to use translucent setting powder. I'm going to use, once again, my light foundation powder, and that's going to give me a little more, and I'm going to brush it up, way up my cheeks, down a little bit, and it's going to blend. It's going to blend okay. Up my nose a little bit, at the side of my nose a little bit, down by my nostril a little bit. Not above yet. I don't know what we're going to do above. Same thing as the other side. Oh, I'm cooking in here. Now the tip of my nose, it was a little bit too bright. I'm going to hit it with this. See if I can soften that color up a little bit. No, I don't know. It looks like I got paint on my nose. It looks like I got paint on my nose. And then it looks like I got clown above my eyes. So, above my eyes, I want to do... What do I want to do? Okay, I've got this highlight palette, and it's got different colors of gold, different gold colors, and I'm going to do a cut crease. I'm going to do a little bit of a drag cut crease, I think. What do I have that will work good for... Oh no, I'm getting black on my fingers. Do not leave things like this open on your desk, your workspace, when you're done with them. I gotta get rid of that because it's gonna go everywhere. I'll always have napkins or something like that around to work with. It helps to have more than one of the brushes that you like, because it's tough without soap to get all the goop out of these. Sometimes you gotta take a break and wash a brush. Pick a different brush. Okay, and I'm gonna pick this darkest sparkly stuff that I got, and I'm going to draw myself a cut crease. Now my natural cut crease right there is too low, so I'm going to make a higher cut crease. Why? Because I'm that bitch who doesn't like her natural cut crease. I'll put it up here. And then I'm going to leave light. Now that is a transgender or cross-dresser or drag queen trick, is you leave that light, and it gives you the appearance of a larger eye. It pops. When your eye is closed, pops a little more. And I'm not doing this necessarily the greatest justice the way that I'm doing it, because I am not a beauty guru or expert. If I can do this, you can learn this, honey. This is about, really only about 6 months of trying different products and watching beauty tutorials and drag tutorials to see what people were doing, what result did I like, and now I'm going to use this much lighter gold. Okay, and I'm going to use that to set top underneath the cut crease that I just created. Blend them together just a little, but it doesn't matter too much because mostly my eyes are going to be open. People are going to see when I blink. Now I could do colors. I could get a different palette and do a lot of color. It's really important if you're going to do a lot of colors to know what you're going to wear. And then you can, work that stuff up. And, drag queens, a lot of times they'll leave more light towards the middle and then do darker wing out to the outside. Ooh, my goodness, I can't believe I made that noise. And we could do that, but that's not what we're doing tonight. Okay, so that's going to set that. We're going to put a little bit of this extra light up above here, right? See if it'll stick a little bit. It's going to give us a little bit of a highlight. And then we're going to knock the white powder off of this, and we're going to see if we can get some of that gold. Use something a little. No, we're going to go with this light. We're going to see if we can get a nice pop out of here. Now it's already set. It's already been set, so it shouldn't stick too much. You can't really. If you really wanted it to really stick and pop hard, you would have to put this on instead of translucent setting powder, or you get it. You get what I'm trying to say here. You can put a little bit on your forehead. Don't go crazy. A little bit in the middle here. A little bit in the middle here. Okay? And that gives you some pop in some places. Now, you might think, well, that doesn't look like a woman at all. But you would be wrong. Because compared to how I looked when I started, this is wonderful. And I'm guessing that my time to really play is up. I still need big lash. But before I put my mascara on, I must set. And although a beauty guru would shoot you, I am going to use hairspray to set because it works and because I have it. But I used all my setting spray. I like the NYC stuff. It was pretty good, but it's expensive and it gets used up quick. Anyways, my brows are done, my highlights are done, my darks are done, my everything is okay. This is it. We're done baking. Shall I bake? Is there anything that I didn't put? No, it's all baked. Whew! I gotta wake up in the morning. No. While I dry, I will clean a little bit up. Now, you might think, well, that's not a very nice look, but aside from, like, if you have a special eye makeup that you want to do, like, you're ready to go, do it now, you know. Don't put this, make a real cut crease and stuff like that, not the garbage that I did. And then you can do a winged liner with get some nice eyeliner pencil that I don't really use very much, or a nice little eyeliner brush, or a little eyeliner like liquid liner. Okay, and now, or even a felt tip liner, and that would be really great if it wasn't dried out. Darn it, that thing was expensive. I'm really bad with eyeliner, and so I'm not gonna mess with it because I'll just mess it up, and I worked hard. And if you have lashes, now would be a good time to put your lashes on, and you do your lip last, obviously. Now I'm gonna hit myself with another dose of spray. Believe it, that's how your mama did it. Back in my day, they didn't have all that fancy stuff. Put your brushes away. Wash your mats so they're ready for next time. All this fancy stuff. Put your hair up. Oh. So, since I have this hairline, I'll show you how it works, right? There. Ta-da! Pretty. And then I gotta put some clothes on. This t-shirt doesn't really, although we're going to a bar, I could almost wear it, but I have a nice dress picked out, and, oh, sorry, that clap was probably loud. I gotta put my contact lenses in, and, my boyfriend is probably losing his mind because I think I spent easily 45 minutes getting ready. So, I look great with a nice lip, overline a little bit. Ooh, orange would be really nice. It depends on my dress. You gotta match your dress with your lipstick. Anyways, we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you want to see me do other makeup looks, drag makeup looks, I'll need a lot of requests because it's not something I really like doing. And honestly, I don't think it's something that I'm very good at yet. There's lots of people who are more qualified to teach you how to do makeup. But that's what I look like different. I think I look like I have more makeup on now. Not really more. Well, it looks like I tried a little harder. So, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.